Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Abdel Muzahir, and in this presentation, I will be demonstrating my final project, Pet Adopt app. This is a mobile application designed to simplify and improve the pet adoption process. The goal of this project was to create a modern, user-friendly platform where users can browse pets, post pets for adoption, and communicate directly through chat to complete the adoption process. During this presentation, I will cover project overview, project motivation, technologies used, development approach, system architecture, database design, key features, testing and validation, and challenges and learning. So let's start. Project motivation. So the motivation behind this project is personal. A few months ago, I adopted a cat. The process was honestly frustrating. It was difficult to find centralized information, communication was slow, and there was no structured digital platform to manage the process efficiently. So I found a local animal association near to my house. I stayed in touch with them and discussed how technology could improve their workflow and simplify adoption for users. That is when I proposed the idea for building a mobile application where pet lovers could be centralized in one secure and accessible platform. This real life experience strongly influenced the direction and functionality of the application. Project goal. The primary goal of Pet Adopt app was to simplify the adoption process, enable real time communication, centralize pet listing, provide secure authentication, and improve overall user experience. I wanted the process to feel smooth, transparent, and secure. Instead of relying on phone calls, emails, or scattered social media posts on Facebook, for example, users can now browse pets, communicate instantly, and manage everything inside one application. Security and simplicity were two main priorities when designing the system for me. Technology stack. For this project, I carefully selected technologies that ensure scalability and cross-platform compatibility. I chose React Native with Expo because it allows development for both iOS and Android using a single code base. So no need to, for example, duplicate the code or code into different platform. For example, like Android Studio for Android and Swift for iOS. Instead, you're gonna just implement your code in one place and it will run in the both operating system. It has a large and active developer community. It provides strong documentation and support, and it accelerates developments with ready-to-use tools. So React Native Expo has a lot of libraries that it's very helpful, and personally, they helped me a lot during this project. For the backend services now, Firebase Firestore, I used that. For the NoSQL database, Clerk was used for authentication. Firebase storage was used to store pet images, and we're gonna talk about that later when you upload an image from your phone to the platform when you want to post new pets. For the project management and version control, I use GitHub for source control, and Jira was used to manage tasks and agile iterations. This stack allowed me to build a full stack cloud based mobile application efficiently. Now let's move to the next slide. Development approach. For this project, I followed an agile development approach. Instead of building everything at once, I divided this project into small iterations. I first focused on core features such as authentication and pet listing. Then, in later iterations, I implemented posting functionality, chat integration, and database refinement. This incremental approach allowed me to continuously test features, identify issues early, and improve the application step by step. After each phase, I evaluated what was working and adjusted the next development task accordingly. Like, for example, just by example, the UI. So you need always to test the UI in Android and iOS. For example, if you add a button, you need to see if the button, for example, fit exactly in Android and in the same place in iOS. Otherwise, you need to make some adjustment in your code to look the same in the both platforms. Using Agile helped me stay organized, also manage complexity, and ensure that the most important features were completed and functional before moving to the next task. So this is briefly, and we will see that when we will go to the demonstration phase. Okay. Now the system architecture. The system follows as a client cloud based architecture. For example, in the front end, the mobile application acts as the client interface. So there is the features, the buttons, the add new paths and different features there. But at the backend, Firebase handle the database. The authentication also is handled by Clerk, and the storage services they are handled by Firestore. The mobile app communicates securely with Firebase services through APIs. So there is some APIs implemented in the code. The architecture ensures scalability, real-time synchronization, secure data handling, and it minimal server maintenance. Because Firebase is cloud managed, so the system can scale automatically if user demand increases. That's why I chose it Firebase. And in the future, I spoke with the association. Maybe they will move for a local server like Oracle, or they can implement Oracle in their local server, or Postgres, or whatever. There is some SQL choices that they can opt in the future.
Okay, now I will talk about the key features. So basically, there is five main key features, and this is because, as I said, I want to make the application so simple for the normal user. So basically, what you can do in this application, you can filter by category. There is four main category like dogs, cats, birds, and fish. Also, you can see the detail for each pet when you are clicking on the pet details. We will see that in the demonstration. Also, you can select your favorite pets and add them in your application. There is an easy listing. So for uploads, there is a form that is easy to fill if you want to post a pet, and also the real-time chat functionality, which is very easy, like Messenger, like WhatsApp. So a regular one to be easy to use for all the user. We will see all those features in the demonstration. And now let's move to the database implementation.
Okay, so now we will discuss the database features and design. So the database was designed using Firestore, which is NoSQL document-based database. Why I choose that? I choose the NoSQL because it allows flexible data structure. It handles real-time update efficiently. It scales easy, as I just spoke about that in the previous slide. It integrates naturally with mobile application. And the main collection include, so this is why I have chosen on the NoSQL, and because I have just main collections. The collections, they include users, they include pets, categories, the chat, the messages, and the favorite also feature. Unlike traditional SQL database, the NoSQL does not require strict relational schemas. And this project is just in the beginning. So for me, it was like the fast way, just work with NoSQL, because the SQL, strict relational schemas, this flexibility made it easier to manage dynamic data. For example, like chat. So chat, you need the real-time database, which this option is already available in Firebase, and also the pet listing. This design improves performance and reduces the complexity for real-time features. The implementation highlights. So one key implementation highlight is the use of Expo Router for navigation. So we know, like in a mobile application, we need to navigate from page to page, from place to another. So I need to use something that is smooth and will make the navigation easier. Expo Router allowed me to structure the project clearly and manage navigation smoothly between screens. The project structure is modular and organized into screens. There is a screens in the project. Also, there is source component, there is component, Firebase configuration, utilities, assets. So this is what I have to do to have a clean code and clean implementation. This organization improves the maintainability and the scalability. Also, there is another highlight is the real-time chat synchronization using Firestore, which ensure instant messages, updates without manual refresh. So this is another reason for this implementation slide. Okay, now we will talk about testing and validation. Testing is very, very important in each project. It's the main core of the project. If you don't test your features before finalizing them, you need to do that. Without that, the project cannot be completed. So the testing was performed manually through development. So while, for example, I'm developing the app, I was testing each feature, each button, each page, each element I have added to this application. I need to test it multiple times before moving to the next. The testing process included authentication validation, the form validation, for example, add new paths for, the image upload testing, real-time chat testing, database consistency checks, and also I need to test the edge case handling. So I was doing that continuously during agile iteration, and that's helped me to identify bugs early and improve the system stability. Each major feature was tested independently before integration into the full system. As I said, so I need to do that before to move to the next because I need to finish the task and implement it finally, then I will jump to the next one. Okay, now let's move to the next slide, the user workflow. Okay, so this app has user workflow. What is user workflow that this adoption app has? Basically, after multiple meetings with the association, I get a conclusion that I need to implement user workflow that is easier for the normal user, because this was the main core objective of this application. So what I did, it's very easy. You're gonna open the app, you will log in to your account to get started. Then after that, when you will log in successfully, you will see all the pets posted. Okay. Then you can browse through many posts and you can see many pets available for adoption. You can view the details. For example, you can see their age, their weight, the race, so multiple information. And then if you choose, for example, you can select your favorite pet. You can keep it favorite for example, later. Or, for example, you can just go ahead and click Adopt Me. We will see that in the demonstration. In this chat, for example, when you click Adopt Me, you will chat directly with the owner. Um, if you make an agreement, the owner and the adopter, for example, you can go ahead and complete your adoption, and then congratulations, you can start a new chapter with your new pet in your home. So this is the workflow. It's very, very easy. Login, browse, view details, view pets, select, start a conversation, make an agreement, adopt your app, and congratulations. Now, I will talk about the challenges faced. Okay, so there were several technical challenges during the development, for sure. One major challenge was managing real-time synchronization in chat, ensuring messages update correctly without duplication. So that was a bug that I have fixed. Or delay required careful Firestore structure design, because you need to design that in Firestore very careful, so you will not mix the images, the upload, the information, and all of that. So another challenge was integrating multiple services, like for example, Clerk for authentication and Firebase for database and storage, while keeping the system secure and stable, and don't mix up the APIs and mix up all the sensitive information. And also handling the operation and managing state correctly in React Native. This is also need a big attention and debugging, because you need to debug each function and see the post, the get, all those information. So having the extracting the information from the database via functions, implement them in the interface for the client, and so on, so on, so. However, the overcoming these challenges significantly improved my technical understanding. Using, for example, sometimes some videos on YouTube to see some functions, how it works, and looking for some information via, for example, Stack Overflow, Google, using Google. So all that, it helped me, for example, to overcome all those challenges and to fix all the bugs. The key learning. Yeah, so the key learning of this project, the project helped me develop both technical and architectural skills, because this is my first experience to build a full application, full stack mobile application from the beginning till the end. And I gained too many experiences, like designing the NoSQL database structure, managing real-time communication, structuring scalable React Native application, applying agile methodology in practice, not just in a theory, as I did in the past, integrating the third-party services like Clerk, like Firebase, like Firestore also. So that's helped me a lot. And more importantly, I learned how to transform a real life problem into functional software solution. As I told you in previous slides, so this problem I faced it in the past, and I wanted to resolve it, to have a solution, to make something for this association. And this experience strengthened me a lot, and it increased also my confidence as a mobile application developer. Okay, now we will see live application demonstration. We will see the user workflow that I talked about in previous slide. We will see it now in real time. Okay, so I will run the application in this Android emulator. Okay, as you can see here, this is the first page. The first page here, when you just open the application, you will get the login page. You need to click agree before getting started. If you didn't click agree, you cannot get started. And you will have this message, please accept the term to continue. I'm gonna click agree here. I'm gonna click get started. After that, we will be moved directly to this page. From clerk, third party, application for authentication, we will select our email, then click continue. And here we go. This is the main page. Okay, if you see the main page here, we have categories. We have dogs, we have fish, we have bird, we have cat, because this is the main pets the association, for example, deal with. Okay, and by default, the dogs, they are the first category. This is by default. Okay, we will go now and see this is favorite. You see, if you click in this here, in this heart here, if you select it, you will see the favorite pets showing up here. Okay, this is the chat, and this is the profile. We'll go one by one. In the profile, you can do many actions. Okay, let's see, for example, if you want to see the details about this Bobby. Okay, so we're gonna click on Bobby. What we will see here, we will see the name, the images, the information, which age, which breed, sex, weight, for example, and which is about Bobby. Okay, and you can click here, read more, and this is the pet owner, so the one who has posted this post. Okay, so if we click here, adopt me, you will be directed directly to the chat. I already initiated a chat, so and you can start chatting. Hi, is this cat, whatever dog, available for adoption? And then you can make an arrangement here. Okay, sounds good. So now we will move, for example, to this slider. So this is a slider. I made it because the association asked me to do so. They have some event, for example, they can meet, they can, for example, have some product to sell or anything. So they asked me to make this slider so they can post anything they want, and that will be visible for all the user. If you are interested for this event, or if you are interested, or for example, some product, you can just contact the association and you can complete the process with them. Okay, so now we see all those things. We will move now posting a new pet. Okay, in this profile you will see, like, I can add a pet, I can see my post, I can delete my post. For example, if I got the agreement with the pet adopter and we have a deal, so we can just come here and delete the post because the pet is already given to someone. And I can also manage my favorite from this page also, and they can also go directly to my inbox, or I can also log out. Okay, let's try now to add a new pet. You're gonna click here, for example, on the picture, and you will select the cat picture, for example, and click crop. You're gonna crop it. Let's, for example, enter some dummy information and see. This is the age. This is the breed. This is by default male. The gender, you can choose female, or for example, you can leave it male. The weight, for example, the category by default is dogs. You can choose cat. The address, you can put your address, 1234 Street, and here you can give more details about your pet. Some text, some text. Then after that, you can just go and click submit. So submit, and you will see message added successfully. Okay, so then if you come here, and you're going to go to my post, you will see Maddie. It's already there. If you want to delete it, you're going to just come here and click, and you can also confirm. Are you sure you want to delete Maddie? Delete. Yeah, confirm. And that's it. This is how you can add a post. And I think this is everything about the application. You can also, yeah, you can also click here, add new pet, and you will go to the same page. Okay. And after all of that, if you're done from the application and you want to log out, you can just come here and click log out. And here we go. Now you are be back to the login screen. This is the demonstration. I hope it was easy and helpful. Okay, now let's talk about the conclusion. So in the conclusion, this application, it successfully meets the objectives by providing a centralized, secure, and user-friendly pet adoption platform. This project demonstrates full stack mobile development skills, database design, and real-time communication implementation. Also, we will not forget about agile project management. So with all those skills and all those challenges, I feel more comfortable and more confidence for example, future project. And this is something that I really enjoyed when I was developing it. So I hope you like also the presentation and you like the content of this presentation. Thank you for your time. If you have any question, you can email me in the email that is shown on the screen. And that's it. Thank you for your time, and bye bye.